Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Ep1, and we're gonna try something a little different for this video. We're gonna use this video to discuss one of my favorite topics. We're talking about horror icons. In fact, we'll be discussing who has the highest body count in their movie series. Of course, this is my opinion, so please let me know what horror icons are your favorite in the comments below. I would like to start with some honorable mentions, or should I say dishonorable mentions, with the types of characters we're talking about today. Pretty sure none of them have any kind of redeeming qualities. Thinking about all their series, I can't think about any good, nice thing that's ever been done. Starting off with a respectable body count of 50. Man, I wish I could pull that off in this game here. We have Ghostface from the Scream franchise. Okay, so the reason we're putting him in the dishonorable mentions is due to the fact that it's never really the same Ghostface in any of the Scream series. It's always a different Ghostface. In fact, there's been a total of 13 different killers in that series. The next dishonorable mention goes to Jigsaw from the Saw franchise, with a total of 70 kills, my dude. But also, just like in the Scream franchise with Ghostface, it could be one of John's followers. It's not necessarily the same person setting up all the kills. In fact, the main character himself, Jigsaw, doesn't even believe that he's killing anybody. He believes that he's putting people through a test to make them live. So it'd be really a disservice of me not to mention that. Let's go ahead and move on to the list proper this time. Starting at number 8, one of the first horror icons to grace the silver screen was Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. With a grand total of 64 kills, an impressive feat, but gonna be a little honest with you guys, nowhere near number 1. Still, with that franchise, it's definitely been one of the best ones. Has a couple of remakes, but still pretty good. Still definitely worth a watch. At number 7, we have the Tall Man from the Phantasm series, with a total of 72 kills under his belt. If you're not sure who this is, it is a little bit of a classic series that came out back in 1979, but I do recommend giving it a shot. Definitely worth a watch. At number 6, we have one of the killers that you need to keep his name out your mouth. We have Candyman from Candyman with a total of 78 kills. This is one of the only killers, well, one of the killers on this list at least, that I can truly say is kind of the victim's fault for being killed by him. You literally have to say his name 5 times to summon him. So for you to be saying his name 5 times to get him out there, gonna have to blame me on this one. Next up at number 5, we have the man of your dreams. He won't let you sleep. Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street series, with a grand total of 85 kills. I have to admit, this horror icon probably has some of the most unique kills. With the power to control dreams, I feel like the writers must have had a ball coming up with some of these kills. At number 4, halfway on the list, this guy has the top half. We're looking at everyone's favorite birthday gift, Chucky from the Child's Play series, with 92 kills. I wish I could have that at the end of this round. For a toy that you can kick across the room, he has a higher kill count than the bottom half of this list. Standing at tall, at 29 inches, my dude here has been the cause of nightmare for children across the world. At number 3, the man who shares my favorite holiday, we have Michael Myers from the Halloween series, with a huge kill count, talking 212. Not sure how William Shatner must feel knowing that his face has caused so many nightmares. This series has gone a little bit all over the place. He went from the boogeyman babysit killer to being summoned by a cult to being a demon. It's just It's a lot of stuff going on with Michael Myers, but still, with a respectable 212 kills, definitely worth checking out. If you're gonna binge his series, I just recommend skipping part 3. Has nothing really to do with Michael Myers. Not that it was bad, it's a lot different than when you're expecting. At number 2, one of my favorite ghouls of all time. In fact, I even own a lambic configuration. Luckily, with all the playing I'm doing with it, still haven't really summoned any demons to my house. But that being said, we're talking about Pinhead from the Hellraiser franchise. With a respectable 332 kills. Gonna be honest here, we're still talking miles away from number 1. But still, respectable 332 kills. What's crazy is that 248 of those kills actually came from one movie alone. Kind of similar to like Candyman, like we were talking earlier. It's kind of your fault for being killed by him. You have to summon him. He's not just gonna show up to your house and say what's up and wax you. You gotta be messing around with the lambic configuration to figure out to summon him. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite lines from a horror movie is from the first movie. There's a scene where you're seeing one of the characters named Frank being ripped apart by chains, and he laughs and he says, "Jesus wept," before he's ripped into pieces. That scene has to be one of the sickest horror scenes of all time. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. At number 1, with an eye-watering amount of 24,884 kills. Can you hear me? Let me say that one more time. 24,884 kills. This guy wasn't even the star of the first movie of his series. We're talking about Jason Voorhees from the Friday and 13 series. Not gonna lie, that number took me aback. I had to do a little bit more research on it to make sure it wasn't some made up thing in some article that I was reading. But the way they make sense out of it is that in Jason X, he is on board of a spaceship filled with a bunch of humans traveling around. At the end of that film, he kind of blows up that spaceship. So everybody in the ship is dead. We're talking humans, we're talking animals. I didn't even count the animals in this count. Jason is a walking machine. He is a monster like no other. It is pretty sad though that the last movie to come out with him came out about in 2009. The rights to his movies are just being fought. Heck, they even had to check back the game because of this. But with all that being said, I don't see any horror icon catching up to this kill count here. But if you do know of a horror icon that maybe has a higher kill count, please let me know in the comments below so that I can check out that franchise. That being said, I truly just want to thank you guys for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think. Also, enjoy the rest of this video. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'm on top of this video, but we'll see. We'll see if I stay positive at the end. You guys have a great day.
Hostile cluster mine deployed.
What's your bloody fire? Took around using AP rounds. Switching max. Throwing stun grenade. Taking effective fire. Reloading.